Shalom. First and foremost, before we get things started, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rechaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, and bishop of Great Millstone, teaching his truth and sincerity, and to the hopeful elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, and to the Ahchaazah that are listening and learning. To you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Yashimai of the GMS Memphis camp, coming to you with another word of the day lesson. Let's start off with Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. And what gave me the inspiration to do this was the word possession. Okay? And let's go to that possession. From right to left in Hebrew, Ahchaazah. Ahchaazah, which means possession, property, land, possession by inheritance. In Strong's definition, something seized, a possession, especially of land and possession. Okay? Psalms 2 and 8 again. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the utmost parts of the earth for thy possession. Let's read that also in the NLT. Psalms 2 and 8 in the NLT. Only ask, and I will give you the nations as your inheritance. Speaking to the children of Israel, the whole earth is your possession. Okay? When after World War III, when Yahweh Shai returns and bring us back in our land, we have the possession and inheritance. But for right now, Esau, Edom, the Amalekites have the possession of that land. Okay? And we will get it back in return. But the reason why we are also a possession unto the Lord. Let's go to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. We are a possession unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And we're going to read that both in KJV and in NLT. And it reads Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. The Lord Yahweh thy power, what has chosen thee to be a special people unto him above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Let's read that in the NIV. So like that, Salakia. And then in the NIV, it reads Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For you are a people holy to the Lord Yahweh your power. The Lord Yahweh your power has chosen you out of all the peoples on the face of the earth to be what? His people, his treasured possession. Okay? We are very high valuable commodity unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 5. And it reads, if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, meaning is it good to have riches in this life? Well, to some people, yes, and some no. But this is what the question is. What is richer than wisdom? Nothing is richer than wisdom. That worketh what? All things. Okay? There's nothing richer than wisdom, especially in these times of trouble, which will be needing all wisdom, knowledge, and understanding when these troubles fall upon us. And our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, okay? Now, I got a video, but before I show this video, I'll probably make that the last, but we're going to do one more precept, which once this kingdom has fallen down, then we'll be in the possession of the earth and the kingdom to come with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And let's go to Ezekiel 36 and 5. Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and all against all Idumea, which have appointed my lands and what? Into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Okay? And that's who's in the land right now is the Amalekites, Esau, Edom, main tribe. But I have a video that will also explain that also too. And let's go to that real quick. And we're going to start off with a disclaimer, okay? Disclaimer is Section 107 of the Copyrights Act 1976. All right.
Conquer this land? They inherited it. By the late 1700s, Spain was out. France was done. England was stepping back. But the invasion didn't end. It was transferred. Through treaties and quiet agreements, England handed indigenous land to a brand new entity, the United States of America. No war against the Timucua, no consent, no signatures from the people who actually lived here. Just paper, changing hands. The U.S. didn't tear down the invasion system. They kept it. British land grants became U.S. land patents. Spanish mission records became U.S. census data. Colonial borders became U.S. state lines. They didn't build a new empire. They renamed one. Europe used swords and disease. The United States used laws, citizenship acts, racial classifications, property codes, military forts rebranded as settlements. This is where indigenous people stop being called nations and start being called problems. This handoff explains everything that comes next. Indian wars, reservations, forced removals, reclassification, disappearing tribes. The United States wasn't born free, it was born holding stolen land. But here's the part they never want you to connect. The next war wasn't against Europeans, it was against the original people still standing. Part 8, the Indian Wars, when the U.S. turned the invasion inward. Follow to keep the case alive.
And here's our last video. This is our people in Israel in the 1920s before the Balfour Declaration and before the Ashkenazi Amalek moved in. This is how it was before they took possession of the land. But that's all right. In the end, we're on our way home. Call for Lord, you how about you, how shy for that. Okay? And the president during that time, say, was Gamal Abdel Nasser, okay? And he put this and advertised it, or should I say on television, this statement that he made. And it states, the Europeans claiming to be the Jews are nothing more than Hebrew-speaking Gentiles. The late president of Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser, stated on television, you, the Jews, will never be able to live here in peace because you left what? Here black, but came back white. We cannot accept you, okay? And that's why they having all the problems that they having in the land today, but this was all prophesied in scripture, okay? So, in closing, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. And peace to the hopeful elect. And to all of you, I say shalom. Until next time, shalom.